I'm Dan.
I'm Ryan.
And this is Bourbon Sauce. We've got another Wet Your Whistle Wednesday. This time we brought Blaine back for this one. We're going to do the Widow Jane.
The Vaults.
Is Brooklyn
15 year.
in the house?
15-year. So, well, without further ado, Ryan, why don't you do an uncorking for us?
A little weak.
Well, it's synthetic, so.
You would, sir,
Yeah.
please pass your glass.
Your glass.
Thought you were going to hand me.
And you D's nuts. Don't be weak on the pour now.
So y'all brought me over here for Veterans Day. And
Yeah, man.
And we're pouring some Yankee
I know.
There you go.
bourbon.
Yeah. Yeah, we figured we were, having veterans, the three of us. It's good for the Veterans Day crowd.
Yeah. Hey, Matt, you going to pour the bottle in here, man?
He said don't be weak on the pour, so I did a Dan pour.
Yeah. At least it's lets the ethanol burn out a little bit faster, but
So, who knows?
so this one's 15 years, right?
Yeah, it's 15 years, so it's in Widow Jane fashion, it's a blend of multiple 15-year Widow Jane juices. And then this is actually finished in Brazilian wood.
Brazilian?
Yeah, it starts with an A, amaranth or
Amaranth. So you
amaranth
can.
wood.
Oh, that's a green, I thought. Amaranth.
Amarana or Amarana wood.
If it's if it's the wood, it's the only it has to be dead in order to harvest it.
Oh,
Yeah.
So it's finished in Brazilian wood.
It's interesting.
I like Brazilian butts. I don't know if I like Brazilian wood.
I guess you're going to find out real quick, huh?
I mean, it's got a great color for
Yeah.
sure.
The legs are a little interesting.
Yeah, it's not. Doesn't look like it's super viscous.
No.
Super viscous.
They're not real thick.
But
Got an interesting nose on it.
They're a little long on the tail end,
Mm-hmm.
but it does look a little watery.
yeah,
Definitely sweet on the nose.
I get like a vanilla caramel.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get a deep caramel.
There's almost
Like apricot.
yeah,
Almost.
some sort of fruit. Apricot's a good description. I was like, what is that? Is that plum? I can't remember.
It's like a mix between those two, I suppose. Almost like reminds me of the dry apricots that you get in like trail mix.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, cheers, fellas.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Happy Veterans Day.
Happy Veterans Day.
Happy Veterans Day to all the veterans.
Happy Veterans Day. Definitely a throwaway drink right there. First drink you always throw away.
I like that one video of that old guy. He's like swirls it in the glass, throws it out. Put a little more in, swirl it around, throw it out. It's like, what the hell?
It's a technique.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's one way to do it.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody's got their little kinks when it comes to this stuff. Like from Justin down at Southern
Kinks.
Collective, cupping his hand over it.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
he swirls it.
Yeah, that's
like,
kind of how when
coats
Yeah.
the whole cup on it.
Well, yeah, he'll palm it and then swirl and palm it.
swirl and palm.
Yeah, swirl and palm it.
Got that good wrist action. So you're recently retired, yeah?
Not fully, but yeah, we're just waiting on the VA ratings.
Now it's going to be exciting for you.
Yeah, I've been poising for this for a minute.
Yeah. Well, we're glad that we were able to bring you back on, especially considering you said you're leaving the state.
Yeah, we're gonna. It's no longer about me anyway. You know what I mean? But it's
Yeah.
all for family, and little man has cousins and she has a ton of family, and it puts me closer to my family in Virginia. So it's just all around beneficial.
Yeah, it works out.
Yeah. I've never lived in the North, but we'll see how that works out.
Bring a shovel and get one of those scraper broom combination things for your windows because you're going to need it.
Yeah.
Yankee Doodle Dandy.
Well, in true fashion, we're drinking a Yankee bourbon.
Yeah.
Being out of New York.
So this is what you get to experience.
Luckily, I'm not going to that place.
There are some good distilleries in Ohio. They're starting to pop up, and so it'll be interesting. You'll still be able to go to different places for that.
I can tell you on first taste, it's better than the Widow Jane 10-year
Mm-hmm.
by a mile.
So is licking a cat's ass.
Well, I mean, that's fair. That's fair.
So I've heard.
So this is what Brazilian wood tastes like.
So the Brazilian wood or the amaranth or whatever, if it's
Amarana or whatever.
Yeah.
Let's see what the bottle says.
it is should give it more of a sugar cookie or
Amburano grows
that's what I said.
in you said it right.
Amburano.
Dry jungles of Brazil and Argentina.
The dried jungles.
It's in Chinquapin oak.
Chinkapin.
Chinkapin? Yeah, sure. That word.
I can't narrow it down. It's almost like I get like a little bit of like cinnamon and maybe like a roasted yam.
Yeah, the burnt almond.
Like I keep tasting like mid palate, almost like the Thanksgiving dessert.
And this one was a
It's
batch
got the yams
3.
in it.
Yeah, I can see that.
This one was batch 3, bottle 467 out of 2023.
On the nose, I definitely pick up a little bit of cherry, and I think almost like a
I think there's
cherry or plum.
yeah, like I'm getting some citrus
Citric.
with a little bit of maybe a little cherry on there.
Yeah.
There's a little bit of spice, not like a
There
whole
is.
lot.
Yeah, it's not like a stag or anything.
No.
No.
But there is definitely a little peppery,
Mm-hmm.
little pepper, cinnamon.
Feel like a cube would kill this.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to do a cube in it, but
Yeah.
that's up to Blaine if you want to throw a cube in it.
I think that would completely change the profile. It'd be interesting to do.
Yeah, because that's what we do sometimes if we think it's proofed up enough to throw a little
Right.
cube in. And then
Some of these we've put a cube in and it just flatlines.
like that Yellowstone. We put that in that
The
one Yellowstone.
101.
Yeah, the
Oh,
special
God.
release.
Yeah.
Yeah. The
It
special
tastes like
release
dirty
lime
water.
Yeah. Oh.
It tastes like dirty
Yeah,
water.
we've put
at that
cubes in
point.
some and it's just like this should have never happened.
Yeah.
But I get a little bit of floral notes on the taste midway, or probably midway to end. I get a little bit of floralness, then the pepperiness. I'm definitely tasting like that roasted yam with a little bit of cinnamon, whatever that dessert is. I can't think of what it's called around Thanksgiving or Christmas. They do like yams and marshmallows,
Oh, you're talking about sweet potato souffle.
something like that. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's the
with
main
those-
dish. It's not a dessert.
yeah. You usually put that as a side.
But I get a little. That's kind of what I'm getting on like the middle of the palate.
Yeah. I definitely get more oak. You can feel that like kind of in your cheeks.
About that third sip, you start to get a little bit of a hug.
Mm-hmm.
Late palate.
Just a little bit. Like
Yeah.
stops.
Just
A little bit.
this might
Doesn't
be a
get
good
deep
fall.
enough. It doesn't
That's
get
one thing
deep
I
in the
like.
throat.
What I love
God.
about bourbon and like fashion of Shrek, it's like an onion. It's layer upon layer, right?
Because you smell weird?
Mhm.
No. It's got layers.
Got layers. It's got layers upon layers. And I like as you drink it, it builds upon itself.
I like the Shrek reference.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we can go Legos if you want.
Yeah.
You know, building blocks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stair stepping.
Mm-hmm.
Peel back the onion.
Mm-hmm.
That's not awful, though.
Compared to the other, like 100%, I would drink
Oh,
this. I would drink this.
Yeah, I mean, it's night and day.
Yeah. It's a full.
I wouldn't even hit somebody with an empty bottle of the other shit. But
You know, I might do like we did that one bottle of Woodford when it was gone
Yeah.
and we shot it.
Ah, yeah.
y'all didn't like a Woodford?
No,
No,
we
no.
did, but it was for like
It
because we
was-
drank all of it,
Yeah.
and we made it like we filled it with put food color in it and make it
Oh,
look like
nice.
it's
And then he shot it, and then I put the
was-
Montgomery Gentry going like a freight train going like yesterday,
yeah,
and he shot it. So it like slows it down, and you.
yeah.
Did I miss this? Is it on the?
It's
We
on
didn't
the
do
this
it.
was like
It wasn't.
Our
It wasn't
first
a
year.
podcast episode or anything. It was just when we were putting up a lot of stuff on Instagram in the beginning.
yeah.
Gotcha.
It's like
yeah.
our first year.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
like one of the first reels that we made.
Yeah, I go to pull up, like backtrack and go to other ones,
Yeah.
and it's like life takes over.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's like bam, and I'm like,
Yeah, if you ask Dan, like those videos.
what are you
were
doing
when
on
I
the
was-
phone? Like
Yeah.
watching
Right.
my friends,
yeah.
watching my friends drink bourbon when I can't.
Yeah. Watching
What
them
do they
do
call
all the
that?
fun-
Living vicariously through
Yeah.
others.
Yeah,
Yes,
you know, you kind of
100%.
got to once you have a little one running around the house. You know.
Yeah, he's a stud.
I do. I think it's got a pretty good color.
I thought it had an amazing color.
Yeah.
The color on it's.
It does
Hopefully-
look good.
Hopefully it doesn't come out of the flipping Hudson.
I mean, they're close.
There's bodies in there.
It says they use limestone water in their stuff, though. So
Could be from the Hudson
it could be from
filtered
anywhere.
through the limestone.
They could have dug down deep and just it's in
I
a well.
mean, if I take a handful of limestone rock and throw it in there, now it's.
It's considered limestone
Yeah.
water.
Yep.
Sure,
Yeah.
sure.
If I drop limestone rocks in your toilet, it's limestone water now.
If you dropping limestone rocks in my toilet, you probably need to go see a doc, bro. Just saying.
You ain't wrong.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
I think it does have a pretty decent mouthfeel though.
it's not bad.
It's lower end, but I'm giving it an exception because it is from New York.
Right.
If this
So-
came out of Kentucky, I'd be like, eh.
Well, normally we would go to boards for this.
Yeah.
So, and it's rated on a 1 to 10. And I mean, if you want to get real bad, you can do negatives. I think we've done that once.
Yeah.
You all actually did comment on that,
Yeah.
that you did do negatives. And there will be a no Jack Sparrow next year, just to let you know.
There's a new one.
There will be.
Really?
2025. Yeah,
I thought he
see.
wasn't coming back.
he is. So post all the court garbage, they basically begged and pleaded.
It's what I figured.
So he made him come growling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rightfully so.
Yeah, 100%.
That's awesome.
And he's like,
He's the man.
I'm going to need this amount of money.
Yeah.
And don't poop on my pillow.
Yeah. And don't ever second guess or take anybody else's side over mine again.
Yeah.
So, on a scale of 1 to 10, what would you say
The nose.
the nose? Somebody must watch the show because he knew exactly what the first one was going to be.
Right. Well, he knew about the Jack Sparrow reference, so clearly.
Uh-huh.
And with that, I'm going to say I'm a little upset about how y'all feel about
The Rock Hill?
Rock Hill. But when it came out and when Pappy exploded, even more so back in Pappy Gate, it was like a lift and shift what everybody would go to because Pappy was way overpriced. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not paying for that. But now that took flight. So
Mhm.
ever since shortly after Pappy, that also took flight. So $45. Cool. It's an easy sipper.
Yeah.
It's good. Goes down well. 100, 2, 3. Like, just keep buying them though, y'all.
Yeah.
It's
Uh,
200 plus now.
Yeah, I won't buy it
And
again.
that's not
but-
even secondary.
But if it's at someone's house and they offer it to me, I'm not going to shy
Right.
away. You know what I mean? It's not like awful.
right,
It's
right,
just-
right. Absolutely.
It's just,
And
kind of-
and when I was watching the episode, I was like, oh yeah, I'm taking into consideration what the cost of that bottle was
Yeah.
because they are clearly stating that. So I'm like,
Yeah.
Any more,
fours, okay,
Yeah.
all right,
yeah.
any more the cost is what's killing 90% of these
100%.
bottles.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Yeah, because if they were priced where they should have been before the boom, a lot of those would be daily drinkers for me.
Yeah.
Because you could easily get them and replenish it, you know, but for $300
I think
on
that one was
whatever.
what, 120 is what it got snagged for.
Yeah, I think so.
That's now almost $200.
Jesus.
Well, that's like the Clyde Mays 13 years. I have 2 of them, and they were my backups to the other 2. I'm a big fan. I'm gonna have to bring those over, man.
Glad Maze.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's really got me though is everything that Sazerac owns now is pretty much allocated
Yeah.
and is absurdly overpriced.
Yep.
So this came up in conversation. I forget the guy's name that was involved with Pappy Gate. What was that guy's name?
Don't remember.
I don't remember his name.
Clearly, he's doing okay, and clearly, he's not in prison, right?
100%.
He's not telling.
So, hear me out. What do y'all think if that was all
Legitimate?
a Buffalo Trace?
Conspiracy?
100%. Because they've never made so much money in their life.
Yeah.
Right.
Just saying. If
It's
that
a
was the
marketing
case, though,
ploy.
right.
Yeah, I think it was a
That
good
dude-
marketing ploy.
And then
Should have gotten a bonus and be sitting on a boat
was
somewhere.
this pre-Sazerac purchase or post?
Which one? What do you mean?
The Pappy Gate.
So that's 2013?
Mm-hmm. And Sazerac purchased them.
Yes. Purple?
yeah, I don't remember.
I
what
can't
year.
remember, but I didn't think it
I
was.
think Saz already had them.
Did they?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't remember.
You
We'd
got
have to
your
look
phone
that one
somewhere?
up. I'll have to add that
Yeah.
little boop, like pop-up videos. Little
Siri.
blurb
Because
will
that's
pop
what
up.
I was going to say is if it was pre-Sazerac purchase, that could have been a ploy to skyrocket stock
Oh, yeah,
for
absolutely.
purchase price.
Well, it's just like the Pappy. Like, everybody's chasing Pappy that doesn't even exist anymore.
Mm.
The Stifter Weller stuff's been gone for long gone.
Well, I'm still trying to figure out how, honestly, a 25-year-old bourbon's really going to taste.
It's like
anything
sucking
but
on a
pure
pencil.
wood.
Yeah.
That's what I was going to say. Like, for instance, that Knob Creek 18-year is, in my opinion, is pretty fucking phenomenal.
Yeah.
That Elijah Craig 18-year, it's like you took gin and a scotch and had them fuck on a summer day in the middle of the desert, and they had a baby,
And that's what you're left with?
and that's what you're left with. It is.
And actually,
you-
that's
and you
probably
rung it.
what was left on the sheets, and you rang it.
That's what I was saying. Yeah. There you go.
It's
See,
like,
you're on the
it's,
same place.
It's super dry and mossy. It's like dry moss.
Mm.
Like, let me go pull some moss outside, blow dry it, and then rub it across your tongue, and you've got that.
So when I came back from Jordan last year, I had a chance to grab a couple of Parkers.
Yeah.
And I didn't because I was helping out a buddy who's a pilot, right? Civilian pilot now. But he liked the EC-18. So I was like, well, I'll just bring a couple of these and smuggle them back through the airlines, right? Didn't do it. So I brought those back. And I'm super upset that I swapped those out for
Yeah.
the opportunity to grab some Parkers.
Yeah.
Idiot. What a dumb bitch.
Well, we all make bad decisions on bourbon sometimes, but yeah.
I mean, you got to try it. If you don't try it, you don't know if it's good or not.
Yeah. So where we
And
at?
everybody's taste is different
I don't know, man. I like it. I'm going to give it a 7, dude.
on the smell.
Yeah.
Okay. What do you got?
It's got this like sweet pepper.
Yeah, I like the notes on that for the nose.
Maybe an orange in there. Maybe
I think I'll give it like a 6.
I'll go with a 7. I'm going to stay
It's
with a 7.
it's like caramel dipped cherries sprinkled in orange zest.
You had me at caramel dipped.
Orange zest.
Mm-hmm.
That's always fun to do.
I would. I mean, you give it a what?
I gave it a 6.
6. I'm going to be about 6.5.
I knew he was going to do that. He's
Split
gonna
the difference.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like a shitty negotiation.
Yeah. Okay, I'll give you another $8,000.
Hey, this is another northern term you're going to get used to, or
I'm never gonna get
antiquated
used to
with. Yeah, I said antiquated.
I don't think that means what you think it means.
I know it doesn't. I purposely said antiquated because it means like old and outdated,
Yeah.
like he is.
Yep.
It's dickering.
Yeah.
Dickering.
Yeah, be dicking around.
Yeah, you're going to be dickering a lot.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be
That's the
dickering.
Yankee term for bartering.
Oh.
Down
yeah.
home dickering.
Yeah.
Used
Well-
to be a TV show.
We all might be bartering a lot.
I'm all for it.
So it could be
Better have them beans and
be
whiskey.
using the whiskey for barter chips.
The 3 B's:
Yep.
beans, bullets, and bourbon.
So we got the smell out of the way.
4 if you're including boobs.
Let's get in on that taste.
I'm gonna say with the amount of complexity on the palate, I'm gonna be about a 6.5 again on it.
I was going to go at about 6. The more I drink it, though. And I mean, we're only talking about thimbleful.
Yeah, sure.
Mm-hmm.
Just slightly thimble full. I'm gonna be a 6 as well.
It's a little potent, a little dank out the gate.
Yeah, it's got some mustiness to it. But
Fucking Hudson.
it's been sitting for 15 years somewhere in some dark corner of
The bottom of the fucking Hudson.
Well, I mean, it's funny though. So like a lot of times we'll try a bourbon and we'll be like, it's got a musty or a
well, you would expect that from
or
old.
dank old
Yeah.
or dank wood, right? And
Shit's been sitting in wood in the dark.
Yeah,
but it's funny. It never clicks at first, and then all of a sudden it's like, we're
Should've.
talking like this
Well,
is
no
walking
shit.
into an old barn, and then it's like, no fucking shit, Sherlock. Yeah, yeah. Ding, light bulb.
Yeah.
So share.
I'd say yes.
Sure.
Yeah. It's definitely one I would share. Price.
I think this one was what 120ish,
Yeah, that was roughly about.
and now
120.
it's 200 plus.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're getting out of control with these prices.
Yeah, I don't know. I'd spend $200 on that, but I mean, $100 for a bottle right now for me is like, I mean, 100 is new 20.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Realistically.
Like,
Mm-hmm.
everybody's like, yeah, man, it's $100. Like,
Yeah.
I expected that. Like,
I'd probably give it a 3 for price.
what's the proof?
95. If it was higher proof,
99.
was it 99?
I was gonna say it's a little peppery for a 95
I was going to say,
at first. Yeah.
that's what I was just about to say. Like, that's a little,
A little stout for 99.
Mm-hmm.
The drink's above its weight.
yeah. This is like it's like the Paul walking into the Tyson fight. Is that what this is?
Yeah.
So
you give
outside the weight class?
punching up.
Yeah.
Jake Paul.
So you're
That's
giving
what
it
my
a
fucking
Paul
name
Walker.
is.
That's the guy that's dead from running.
Who said Paul Walker? I said Paul walking into the.
Paul walking in. Yeah.
Oh, I thought you said Paul
Uh-huh.
Walker. I was like, that dude's dead.
Sorry for Fast and Furious
That's
fans.
fine. My ears are great. Clearly, I can hear everything. I don't have any hearing loss at all.
These legs are like lingering, man.
Uh-huh.
They're like so late. So
They are.
Late
It's like
to the
a,
game.
It's like a film.
And then the legs form
Yeah.
and then come down. So you gave it a 3 on price.
Yeah.
What do you give it?
For the 120 or 200, because that's a big fucking difference.
So did you rate yours on the
120.
And it's 1 to 10 for
Yeah.
pricing.
Yeah.
Or you can go negative, depending on how
Yeah.
you're feeling.
Yeah, I go with probably a 4,
So
probably 3.5.
I'm going to be setting
See, now he's gonna go 3.25.
Yeah.
I'm going to be setting it at about a 3.5
Yeah.
on price.
I told you.
At 200,
Yeah. 200, it's going to go down.
yeah.
on
Yeah.
it.
200 I would be setting at like 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, 200. You can eat my ass.
I got $200 on me right now.
And that's it for this episode of Bourbon Sauce. Cheers. Let's go.
Right.
We'll just have the service interruption
Get
thing.
the
come
honey.
up on
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be funny.
Get the honey.
Yeah.
We will return after these messages.
You got a spoon, boy.
Yeah. Like, Happy Veterans Day. Yeah.
To be clear, none of us were in the Navy.
No. No. 2 Army and an Air Force.
So one of us was smart.
Yeah.
Thank God my son did. Oh
Yeah.
my God.
How's he doing with it, by the way?
He's good, man. He's good. He's down there living it up on the Gulf. He's actually getting out and doing a few things, you know. So, but
Oh, so he went to school in Mississippi?
yeah. They just,
Biloxi?
you know, he sends me these, texts of, they're like notebooks.
Mm.
And he's like, yeah, we just did all these tests and stuff. And I'm like, cool, did you pass? And he's like, yeah, right. It's all this switch and signal communication stuff. And my wife's like, oh, yeah, I know. And I'm like, my knuckles are scarred from dragging them, dude. Like, I don't know.
I mean, hey.
He's like, we're starting Python next week. And I'm like, okay.
Oh, he's doing coding?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, fuck that.
Yeah, he's doing cyber.
Oh, okay.
So his TSSCI, all that
Yeah.
shit's done.
Oh, yeah,
He wants
he'll be
to
able
do
to get-
ethical hacking.
Yeah, he can get that gray hat and black hat, and you get,
Before you know it, he'll be in the Space Force.
So, I mean, it's really,
or he'll be working up at the Pentagon at some point.
Mm-hmm.
that's right. So we talked and he wants to do the ethical hacking
Mhm.
for the government. And I was like, well, what you want to do is be a contractor for the government. You
Yeah.
don't want to work directly for them.
Right.
Yeah.
I was like, just keep your nose clean. And
But is any hacking really ethical?
I mean,
Technically.
I mean, my search history is my search history, damn it.
You gotta look at all that midget porn on your
Well, you
history.
got to go incognito, by God.
But smaller files because it's midget porn still.
You're downloading in megabytes instead of gigabytes.
well done, sir. Well done.
Yeah.
That's fucking funny.
So overall,
I mean, it's not that.
No.
It's not the other Widow Jane.
I mean, overall, you're looking, the price point's going to bring it down. But overall, it's probably about a 5?
Yeah,
Based off what everybody gave, probably about a 5 overall.
It'll buff.
Yeah, it's between a 5 and a 6 for our average.
Yeah.
So it's not awful.
I'm pretty surprised giving it that review for a Yankee whiskey.
Yeah. But hey, this is our review of Widow Jane 15 year. Hopefully you liked it.
Yeah.
And if you didn't, well, leave it in the comments. But
I dare you.
until next time, happy Veterans Day again to everybody out there. Hopefully you get sauced. And if not, well, you should.
Cheers, y'all. Thanks to all the vets.